The bathroom light flickered, casting long, dancing shadows that played tricks on the eyes. I was just going through the motions, you know, the nightly ritual: brush teeth, wash face, stare at the tired guy looking back at me. The fluorescent hum was the only sound, a low, buzzing mantra against the silence of the house. I squeezed a line of toothpaste onto my brush and started, my arm moving in a familiar, rhythmic scrub, up and down, side to side. My reflection mimicked me perfectly, as it always did. A synchronized dance of mundane hygiene. After a minute or so, I spat, rinsed my mouth, and wiped my lips with the back of my hand. My reflection did the same. But then, I stopped. My hand was already lowering to the counter, but the hand in the mirror, it was still wiping. Just for a fraction of a second longer, it was almost nothing. A glitch in my tired brain, I thought. Maybe the flicker of the light. I blinked hard, shaking my head a little, trying to clear the cobwebs of a long day. I leaned in closer, my breath fogging a small patch on the glass. Everything seemed normal. The same tired eyes, the same slightly furrowed brow. I straightened up, ready to dismiss it and head to bed. But as I turned, a flicker of movement in my peripheral vision caught my eye. I snapped my head back to the mirror. My own face was blank, confused. But the man in the mirror, he was smiling. It wasn't a friendly smile. It was wide and sharp and utterly devoid of warmth. A predator's grin. My heart hammered against my ribs, a frantic drumbeat in the sudden, suffocating silence. I wasn't smiling. My lips were pressed into a thin, terrified line, but he was. He just stood there, holding my gaze, with that impossible, horrifying smile plastered across his face. My breath hitched. I couldn't scream. I couldn't move. Every muscle in my body was locked in place. I was a statue, and he was the puppet master. He slowly, deliberately, raised his hand and waved. Not my hand, his. My own arms were pinned to my sides, heavy as lead. His fingers wiggled, a grotesque, mocking little farewell. The smile never wavered. It seemed to stretch even wider, threatening to split his face. This wasn't a reflection. He was a spectator, a prisoner who had just found the key, and I was standing on the wrong side of the glass. The light flickered again, plunging the room into darkness for a split second. When it came back on, the mirror was empty. It just showed the tiled wall behind me. I was alone, but I could still feel that smile, burned into my mind, and a cold, chilling certainty washed over me. He wasn't gone, he was just out. The rest of that night is a blur of locked doors and sleepless terror. Every reflective surface became a source of dread. The dark screen of my phone, the polished back of a spoon, even a puddle of water on the kitchen floor. Was he in there, watching, waiting? I spent the next few days in a haze of paranoia, avoiding my own gaze. But you can't run from your own reflection forever. This morning I had to shave. I stood before the bathroom mirror, my hand trembling as I held the razor. He was there, of course, looking just as haggard and sleep-deprived as I felt. There was no smile this time, just a shared, weary exhaustion. I started to shave, my eyes darting between my hand and his. Stroke for stroke, we were in sync. A small, pathetic wave of relief washed over me. It was just a hallucination, a stress-induced nightmare. I was fine. I finished, rinsed my face, and patted it dry. As I put the towel down, I looked at my reflection one last time. He looked back, his expression matching mine perfectly. And then, he brought the razor up to his own throat. He didn't smile this time. He just stared into my eyes, his expression one of calm, terrifying purpose, and began to press down. And the worst part, I could feel it.